Yes, students. So the phylum Annelida. This word Annelida comes from the Latin word that is annulus. It means a ring or a segmented worm. That means the Annelida includes those organisms whose body is segmented, that is divided into various parts. Now we will see the characteristics of the organisms that belongs to phylum Annelida. First is they are metamerically segmented. Children, metamerically segmented means whose body is divided into segments. So children, the organisms belongs to phylum Annelida are divided both externally as well as internally. They are divided externally by the transverse grooves. Children, in the diagram of earthworm you can see transverse lines are drawn all over the body. These are known as transverse grooves, and by these transverse line, or we can say grooves, the whole body is divided into segments. And internally the organisms are divided by septa. Septa is type of dividing wall in which by which the whole body of annelids is divided into segments. Next is the exoskeleton is absent. That means the outer skeleton is absent in the body, and same as the organism of nematoda, these annelida are also covered by the cuticle. Their whole body is covered by a thin layer of cuticle. Next, we will see the locomotory organs. Locomotory organs means the organs that help them to move from one place to another. So they have appendages. Appendages means hands or legs, and their appendages by which they move from one place to another are known as parapodia, or we can say setae or chaetae. Or these are very chitinous, that is a layer of chitin is also present in these setae and chaetae. Next, their alimentary canal is straight. Just like the phylum Nematoda, their alimentary canal is also straight. That is, the passage of food is very straight from mouth to anus. It is tube-like. It is a tube-like structure inside their body, and it is very complete and extends from mouth to anus. The next point is they have a true coelomate body. Children, in the phylum Platyhelminths, I told about acoelomate word. Acoelomate word means the body, there is no body cavity in the organism's body. But these annelids are the first animals that have a true body cavity, that is they are coelomate. Okay, and just because of the body cavity they have a closed vascular system, that is vessels are present in around which blood flows. Coelom allows true organs to be packaged in the body structure, and the organs of these organisms are very closely packed. Thus, a differentiation is noticed in the organs. Various organs can be differentiated easily just because of the body cavity. So, they have the body cavity, that is why they are known as true coelomate. And also remember, these are the first animals that have a true body cavity. Children, next point is their excretion is by nephridia. So, an excretory organ is also present in such organisms, that is known as nephridia. In the whole body, various small nephridias are present by which they excrete. All the body waste is excreted by these nephridia, and the blood stream and the waste from the blood stream is directly removed out by this nephridia. Next, the nervous system is present. So they have the nervous system, that is these organisms can feel, and their nervous system have a superior brain, and that brain has a ventral cord with a large numbers of ganglia. Children, ganglia are the structures that contain very large amount of nerve cells. That means they have nerve cells throughout their body and they can feel from every part of their body. Next point is they may be hermaphrodite or separate. That means their they reproduce by sexual means, that is, and the sexes, that is the organism, male and female organisms may be in the same organism or they may be different. Next, the last is they live in a variety of habitat, and we can found such organisms in variety of environment, that is in aquatic environment, marine, freshwater. They also live on land, and also they are parasitic, that is in relationship with other organisms, or they are free living also, that is some free living, that is they live in the soil, in the water alone only. Okay, next the examples we can see, the examples are earthworm and leech. I hope you have seen the earthworm. They are mostly visible in the soil, and these earthworm lives in the soil and they get nutrition by that. But leech is a parasitic organism, that is that they sticks to someone's body and get their nourishment, get the blood from the other's body. So children, this much is in the phylum Annelida. We have studied so much characteristics. This is very important. Learn two examples, same, and also the characteristics of phylum Annelida. Now student, we will see the next phylum.